What up, gamers? I'm back with another video. We're on the third and final DLC of Marvel Spider-Man, Silver Lining. And the campaign's not really that long compared to the previous DLCs. Seriously, then again, to me, probably didn't. But it keeps you entertained with a lot of side missions. One of them is important to what happened. So, so let's start the review. So, we open up with a narration about MJ, kind of slightly recapping what happened last time. Then as what happened to Yuri after that. She was discharged for what she did. So, Yuri's discharged for what she did. It says Wi-Fi connection lost, but that's not true. Alright. So yeah. So this won't stop her and stuff. So now we're on the pursuit of Hammer. Now that Hammerhead's alive. Anyway, Spider-Man is helping out the cops take down some of Hammerhead's goons. Well, he's talking to MJ about. She mentions about Sincaria, that since they are SEAL tech and stuff. You see Sincaria's in a civil war. So, anyway, I just want to imagine takes down some of the posts when some on Project Olympus. Now, someone I forgot to mention, Project Olympus. It's a type of power up created by Civil International. It powered up Hammerhead, but it's not really. After taking them down, one of the jetpack users takes one of the cops up. Spider-Man chases him. He's gonna kill him. After Spider-Man takes some of the other ones, he tries to stop him, but just then, a jet shows up. With the guy, jetpack guy says, "Is that yours?" But Spider-Man tells him, "No, but I really wish it was." And it's funny. Why reason Spider-Man had a jet? Is that a little joke to the comics? To some of the campy comics like the Spider Jet, Spider Eagle. I mean, those are ridiculous. Spider-Man's technician, yes, but he swings around on webs. Why does Spider-Man need a flipping bike or a blade jet? I rest my case. It's like, why does Wonder Woman have an invisible jet if she could bloody fly? Unless she couldn't fly originally when she was created. So yeah. Hey, Batman explains because he uses new powers so he uses gadgets. So anyway, the person who's in the jet is none of the Silver Saber returning from the last time. She's definitely pissed. She shoots at the guy. She shoots on course and to drop the cop. Spider-Man webbed them both together so the cop is safe. She asks where Hammerhead is. She asks who he's working for angrily. Since his web is woke up, Spider-Man tells her that he's working for Hammerhead. She wants to know where he is. She's impatient. Spider-Man was going to tell her, but she's been very ambitious. He's telling her to put the guns down first, but she's not listening. So they're in a battle. I wish this battle was actually in the main game, because this is a great boss battle. This would have been a great boss fight before the final two bosses of the game. I mean, come on, why not? And again, the character in the second game wasn't. Then again, he didn't. Well, there is the secondary antagonist in Miles Morales. but no, he doesn't have any powers or abilities or skills or anything. He's just a dick. That's why we don't fight him. But Sable, come on. I don't know. This would have been a brilliant boss battle. He did this from the start. Oh well. I could have balanced Sable. She gets the information out of where he is. So it's definitely around. She leaves. Peter tells MJ what happened. When she builds him on the rest about the Civil War things. Sable's team are losing the battle against the bad guy, whoever the hell they are. um, she needs to Sable type batting, and that's why she's in a pissy mood. This Hammerhead's using it. So yeah. See what's going on. Spider-Man has to deal not just deal with Sable and Hammerhead, but he also has to deal with Screwball returning for a third season of a show. Also, he has to deal with Screwball now too. She set up new challenges. So yeah, I took her out of the game. Yeah. After being all the challenges, he managed to catch a Screwball's arrested thanks to the little help of Miles as well, who got the information of her party. Now, show's officially been cancelled. Still don't get it why the Insomniac decided to bring her back for the 3 DLCs. No, seriously. Like, she's just had a side mission as well. She wasn't important. And I think Last Master was actually hired by the Magia. I think so anyway. I'm not sure. Because I did not get who he worked for. So they pay 6 figures. So if you know if Tax Master was working with the Magia, let me know in the comments below. Anyway. After dealing with Sable. After dealing with Screwball. Spider-Man. Well. It's nice too. And then I mentioned Spider-Man ends up helping a Sable agent, but who quit being a Sable agent being a his name is David. He's trying to get those supplies to Sincaria to help those in need. So yeah. Spider-Man's told that there's a lot of them being stolen. So Spider-Man tells him he's going to be on the lookout for that. And after scanning one of the bases, he goes in. And well, they're beating up some bad guys. He scans the location of 3 more bases. So yeah, I'm going to briefly explain about that. After taking down all 3 bases, I'm taking all 3 down and retrieving all the stolen supplies. David was actually if people find out if he's ID'd in New York, he'll be deported back to Sincaria. He'll be deported because he lost that international rights when he quit Sable International. Pete feels bad for him, so he asks MJ for help. She managed to hook him up with a teaching job, and after saving him from Hammerhead's bugs, he thanks Spider-Man for heading off. Uh, then up he has to deal with some jets. Not jets. Deal with some more stolen vehicles. I suppose. And Sable's there too, trying to stop them. She's crazy. After stopping them, and Sable landed, he seemingly able to consider to work with him. Because she acted a little weird there. That sets off a immediate red flag before you see a few seconds later. So anyway, she sleekly puts a tracker on Spider-Man's arm. Now Spider-Man get. So, yeah, anyway, MJ's also going to be heading to Sicaria tomorrow. Oh. So we won't see her. She gets mentioned in Miles Morales, by the way. Hell, her being there she must still be there. By the time Miles Morales happens, because that's just a year later. And after discovering the location, despite some bugs, doing a new stealth segment, which I find they should have done from the start. For MJ and Miles, it'd be much less repetitive that way, with a blend mechanic and stuff. Finally, disguise yourself as one of them and sneak past them. When you get suspicious, just do a blend mechanic like in Assassin's Creed. They should have done that, because this is the only time you get to play as Peter Parker outside of Feast and the lab. Which, by the way, during the DLCs, the lab is shut down. And Gloria is now in charge of Feast. So, anyway, Sable shows up too. This Spider-Man takes down. This is the location of the Sable goes there, but even though Spider-Man owns a trap, she just doesn't listen. Oh, she's trapped. So as Spider-Man helps her out, taking down some of the place, she reluctantly decides to work with him for now. So, yeah, the jet's also damaged, and Hammerhead shows up, attacks them with a robotic body on his body is literally robotic now. Just still on his face, normal head. Basically a cyborg. And you can see still skin has not healed where the metal plates is stored. You still see the metal plate on his head. The skin did not heal. And again, it has not been that long, so it makes sense. And as the jets crash down, Spider-Man is saved by a familiar face. Felicia Hardy. Black Cat is alive. What a surprise. That was sarcasm. Of course she survived. She's Black Cat, baby. She has 9 lives. She just lost one of them. Now she has 8 lives. Hey. Let's see. I doesn't fucking. She gives Spider-Man a special drive. That's actually what gave him the location of the bases. After that, Spidey tries to go after Sable, who was captured by Hammerhead. As we discover the location, he gets in. We learn a little bit what happened. Hammerhead wants more Sicarian tech, and she only knows more. That's why they wanted her in the first place. It was all trapped from the beginning, using the weapons and stuff. It was just all a setup to get her there. That's pretty smart. And she's being tortured. Spider-Man goes and save her. The two fight. She reluctantly decides to work with him. So yeah, after kicking down some bad guy's ass and, discovering some information about Hammerhead's metal plates. It's weak to a certain special laser-like energy. So yeah, this little fun moment, which he actually does high-five Spider-Man. That's actually a first. How? But yeah. It was kind of hilarious. And after that, he was say was cool. Doing another side mission that popped up. Crime scene investigation specifically, where he finds finds a recorder about some of these guys are all murders that happened in the past couple of weeks before the events that happened with Black Cat. And Marcia, one of Hammerhead's bugs who is going to a therapist. Turns out he doesn't want it. He's not there for therapy in the first place. He wants help from him. And you see some information about Captain Yuri Watanabe. But why? That doesn't really get explained. Well, it turns out that therapist is not a therapist. It's just an undercover cop. It's all set up by Yuri. She's the one who placed out Tate's recorders there too. Recording session. Of course, the guy found out and killed the big therapist while he was getting coffee. So she retaliated and killed him. They have a fought. As she warns him about a location, they talk. She's doing what she thinks she's doing right, it's just frustrating when you have to uphold the law. But Bea's trying to convince her not to kill, but he really doesn't want to come out to her, but she just tells him, you go do what you gotta do, and I do what I gotta do. She calls him a friend too. This is truly tragic. Goodbye. And she says, goodbye, Spider-Man. As in, this is a goodbye. This is time to say goodbye to their friendship. They're definitely setting up someone with this character. I really feel bad for you because, well, when you play the main game, you really get to know her as a great character, a good cop, and a friend. I just hope she could be saved by the sequel. I just hope she could be saved, because I really don't want her to end up in jail for something like that. She's a good person. She's just been struggling for weeks. So sad. Anyway. Yes. Sable about tell Spider-Man to meet her. She and Spider-Man head to her base, which is a boat that's cloaked. They prepared Sable's ship with an extra equipment to help take down Hammerhead. And Hammerhead shows up around you after a long bow. Well, the laser. I've done five laser multiple times. She runs the ship into him, but he's not there. But he's shot by shot out and he's gone, and he's finally in custody. Anyway, after that, Sable says she's heading back to Sincaria to clear the war. So the two see and Spider-Man say goodbye to each other. Because Spider-Man had to hitch a ride on the ship to get back to New York. And there's a post-credit scene. Because during the game, Miles will call you about training stuff. So the post-credit scene is Peter training Miles in web swinging, with Miles wearing a mask, his mask. So obviously, no one knew at the time, but that sets up the Miles Morales game. People thought it would be setting up the sequel, but no. It sets up the spin-off, Miles Morales. Oh, I have the physical copy of both the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 version. I bought this one on PlayStation 5 because it came in the remastered version, but it wasn't properly downloadable on the PlayStation Store. Only done it thanks to my copy of Spider-Man PS4. Well, yeah, I have played this game a while back, a few times now, so I will replay it though to give a proper review. Anyway, that's where the story concludes. I mean, the story will pick up a year later from my aspect, you get the point. So yeah, the DLC is released throughout like 2018, months apart, and after the final DLC was in production and released, Stan Lee already passed away. It has a loving tribute to him at the end. Excelsior. Actually, I should say that. It's actually like that catchphrase. So anyway, before I go off, I actually have some sad news. If you watch my first ever short like anime channel, you probably know about this, but it's time to. But for those who don't, the author of Yu-Gi-Oh! Kazuki Takahashi has passed away. His body was found on Wednesday yesterday. His body was found on Wednesday, and they didn't identify him till earlier today. He was only 60 years old. It was tragic. He died in Okinawa. Yeah. For iPhone you, it's really sad because I'm in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fam since I was a kid, since CITV aired Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And by these seasons I grew up with, as I grew up with Zexo and Kicks. Except for season 3. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. Stay the audios that comes out in the future, and I hope to see you again for another video on Spider-Man Miles Morales. Excelsior.